I'm Coach Nastasha and I'm the owner of this Beachbody coaching page. I put up a post a couple days ago asking if anyone had any questions that they wanted answered, and I had a couple questions from Shonda. I hope I'm saying your name correctly. So her first question was, does it matter what time of day you eat your carbs and protein, and if it's pre or post workout? So as far as what time of day you eat your carbs and protein, I don't really think it matters it doesn't matter as much what time of day you're eating them. It matters more how often you're eating them, how much you're eating, and the quality of the carbs and protein that you're eating. So for example, for me, I eat 6 to 7 meals a day. I eat pretty much every 3 hours, starting right from when I wake up. And other than Shakeology, which is my first meal, I have a carb, a protein, and a fat with every meal that I eat. So like for example, today for lunch, I had a piece of baked salmon. I had fresh baby spinach with the salmon, and then I also sliced up a whole avocado and had that as well. So I had the mixture of fat, protein, and carb in that meal. So the main thing I would say with when you're eating your proteins and carbs is make sure you're eating good complex carbs. Avoid white starchy carbs in particular, like don't eat white potatoes, don't eat white bread. Try to focus more on things like whole grains, like quinoa is a great option, things like that. As far as pre or post workout, I have one of my meals about an hour and a half before I do my workout. I usually do 2 workouts a day, but some days I'll do 1. So I mainly want to make sure that I have enough energy to get through the workout. If I don't eat enough food before my workout, I'll just crash. I won't make it through the workout. I won't be able to push with the same intensity. So I do think it is important to eat a balanced meal before you do a workout. As far as after the workout, I absolutely think you should be taking in protein, regardless of if you're doing cardio or if you're doing weightlifting, because you're going to be damaging your muscles, and it is the perfect time to repair them immediately after your workout, and your body will continue to repair for quite some time in the next day or 2. So either if you're going to have like a protein shake or some type of chicken, fish, a good source of protein is absolutely essential after a workout. So her other question was, what is a step program to be able to do pull-ups? This is actually something that when I first started doing P90X in 2008, that was one of my goals, because I never in my life had been able to do a pull-up before I started doing P90X. What I did to improve with pull-ups, there's a couple different things you can do. This is what I personally did, but I'll give you a couple other things too. So what I did was I started out with using something called a jumping negative. I'll post a video below and some pictures so you can kind of see what that's like. But basically what I did was I had a step below the pull-up bar, and I would be standing on that step. I would be holding onto the bar. I'll jump up and then hold myself up and then slowly lower myself down. So I was mainly focusing on the second half of doing a pull-up until I was strong enough that I can do like the full range. And when I first started doing those, I only did reverse grip pull-ups. I didn't do a regular grip, just because you're using more of your bicep and it makes it a little bit easier, so you can work on it and then switch over to doing a regular pull-up the other direction with a jumping negative, and then slowly try to get rid of the step. I can do pull-ups now. I wouldn't say my range of motion is perfect, but I can do them now, so that's the big thing for me. Another thing you can do, there's an option to start out using a resistance band. There's a really great attachment that you can use where you attach a resistance band to your door frame. So you're not pulling yourself up at all, but you're working the same muscles in your back to eventually be able to switch over to using a pull-up bar. So I do think that that is a great option. And if you've seen any of the P90X videos, they actually have someone in pretty much every pull-up routine doing that with the resistance bands, and they still get a great workout. So don't feel like you have to go straight to the pull-up bar. So there's a new product with Beachbody that acts as a pull-up assist. So what you do is you have like a strap attached to your pull-up bar, and you put one of your feet on it, and you can change the intensity of it, so it will change how much of your body weight you're actually pulling up. But you put one foot in it, and then you're holding onto the bar like normal, and then you're pulling yourself up like a regular pull-up, and you can make it harder over time so that eventually you would not use that anymore. So I do think that's a pretty good option. One thing I did see in one of Tony Horton's chats, maybe like a month ago, he was asked this question, and what he recommended was, other than doing like the normal P90X routine or whatever pull-up routine, if you want to focus on solely doing more pull-ups, you can do them, do like a mini set of them in morning and night. So do one set to failure, wait a minute, do another set to failure, and wait a minute and do another round till failure. And then you would do the same thing again at night. So that is something that you can do. I think he was saying you would do it like 4 or 5 days a week, so you're pretty much working your back every day. The biggest thing I would say with pull-ups, which is kind of following what Tony was recommending, is the more you do them, the more you practice, just like with anything, the better you're going to get. So don't think that you're going to be an expert at it after doing it for like a week or two. It took me probably like 9 months to do them without the jumping negative. So I worked so hard to be able to do it. It was a huge accomplishment, but once I did it, it was awesome. It was like the best thing ever. So if anyone else has any questions, I'll be happy to answer them. Send me a message on Facebook, or you can email me. I'll put my email below, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.